You ever looked at a glossy cruise brochure and just wondered in your head, like, man, is this VIP upgrade really worth it? Like, think about it. You go to the website, you check things out, and things just look absolutely fantastic. Well, check it out. I spent 6 nights in a sky suite in the Celebrity Retreat on the Celebrity Beyond. And Ship Critics only rated a 3.6-star experience. So over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to walk you through an entire journey, curb to cabin, boarding, butler, perks, private lounges, Michelin-star dining, kid-friendly magic shows, and one or two drawbacks you should probably know before whipping out your credit card and purchasing. So stick around, because at the end of this video, I'll tell you why we're doubling down on our experience with the new Celebrity XL later this year. And I'll even show you a behind the scenes experience of what we had that a lot of people are missing out on, and I want you to check it out. So let's get you the newest scoop on Celebrity Cruises, like a pint of Bluebell ice cream. Sound good? Yo, what's up? My name's Griff. I'm the founder of Ahoy365.com. And if you're new here, hello. But if you've been here, welcome back, Paradise Crew. We're talking about Celebrity Cruises. Let's talk about embarkation day. So we started at Fort Lauderdale's terminal. It was beautiful. I mean, the difference really hits you as soon as you touch the curb. A retreat porter, they whisked us away, got our bags, and they steered us to the velvet rope entrance marked Suites and Retreat Guests. Inside, no metal detector maze that you go through typically. No passport pile-up. Listen, they have an iPad that scans confirmed health docs. Concierge offered to book spa time right there on the spot, with chandeliers, chilled towels, and servers balancing flutes of champagne on silver trays. And 5 minutes later, we're escorted up the carpeted gangway, reserved for maybe a dozen people at a time. While the rest of the ship is queued in the elevators, doing their thing, we were already exploring the retreat lounge, glass of champagne in hand, before the muster drill even started. And listen, if you measure vacation on how fast it actually feels like vacation, that private boarding lounge experience, it really earns its keep within the first 5 minutes. Now, let me stop you right here. A lot of people think I'm getting paid to make these cruise reviews. I'm not. Just letting you know, full disclosure, these are my own opinions. No one gets to check this besides me. Let's continue. Now, let's talk about the first look of the Sky Suite, my first impressions, if you will. So you open the door, and the cabin itself just sells the upgrade. King bed aimed directly at the floor-to-ceiling glass doors. You press a button and your balcony slider glides just open without lifting a finger. You got a split bathroom with a spa-sized tub, rainfall shower, separate toilet, perfect toddler bedtime rotations. Let me tell you that came in handy. Storage runs wall-to-wall. A mini fridge arrives pre-stocked with sodas, juices, and a sparkling water requested weeks earlier. Celebrity calls this affordable luxury. I call it friction-free living, if I'm keeping it real. The room even has one of those adjoining nanny suite options, 2 doors, 1 hallway, so parents can claim privacy while kids crash in their own micro kingdom. It's pretty legit. Square footage matters in this case, but how that space functions matters even more. And here, every detail whispers, relax, we thought of it all. Listen, if at any time in this video you see something you like and you have questions about booking, reach out to our team. We'll get you settled up pretty quickly. You can visit www.ahoy365.com/vacation to get started. Let's jump to section number 4, Butler Magic, and let's just call it toddler perks. So enter Jordan, that's his name. He's our personal butler and unofficial toddler whisperer. He's pretty good. Within an hour, he hand-delivered custom fruit skewers for Noah, clutch, strawberries carved into tiny little hearts. And at this point, I had an old-fashioned, and when I talked about, oh, my old-fashioned cherry is gone, it's one of my favorite things. He nodded, and he disappeared. And then the next evening, a full jar just materialized on our coffee table. Bro. My own jar of cherries? Okay, listen, ladies watch this channel too. Girl, my own jar of cherries? Let's continue. If you're a big fan of morning routines, you'll get a text around 8:45 for us. Do you guys need breakfast? Do you want it at 9? What else do you need? Followed by cappuccinos, oatmeal berries, a toddler-sized croissants. Noah was in heaven. All plated on our balcony if you want to enjoy it there. Celebrities marketing brags about Butler 2.0, but here's the real test. By day 3, Jordan greeted Noah by name. Already knew her snack rotation. She was a huge fan of the grapes. And at this point in time, Noah's going through potty training, right? She's still trying to learn the works and how to work a diaper. He was unfazed by that with the diapers. He made sure everything was tidy, neat, and clean, which, as parents, you deeply appreciate, especially on a vacation like this one. Let's scoot on over to section 5, which I would call the retreat lounge, quiet luxury. Imagine an airport club if it floated at sea and actually cared about your mood, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. Plush armchairs, baristas who memorize your caffeine order, bartenders who will shake an off-menu cocktail without blinking. All food and drinks are included in this. Charcuterie at noon, macaroons at 3. If you need shore excursion tweaks or maybe some show reservations, they got you. The concierge desk sits about 10 feet from the espresso machine. And the best perk, floor-to-ceiling windows. You never lose the sea while the main atrium crowd's just fighting for deck chairs. Honestly, we treated it like a living room away from strollers and splash pads, just plugging in to edit video and unplugging with a grony at sunset. Listen, if you're introverted, working remotely, or just allergic to chaos, this room alone redefines at sea serenity. I loved it. Let's go on to the next chapter. The retreat Sundeck. This is going to be your private oasis, okay? Take one flight of stairs and step into a 3-deck sanctuary. Padded daybeds, clamshell loungers, and adult-only whirlpools. Servers will circulate the area with chilled towels, spritzers, complimentary sorbet cups. Oh, so good. You got to try the passion fruit. Mid-morning, we shared a burger, fries, while Noah dozed between the cabana shades. Listen, the girl knows how to take a sun nap. She knows how to vacation. No DJ, no bingo caller. If you want more privacy, you can tell the staff you're celebrating, and they'll reserve a secluded corner, complete with like throw pillows and a bucket of bubbly if you like. Chapter 7, 8, and 9, we're going to talk about some food included, specialty dining, and then maybe a cool, fun experience for the kids. Sound good? Let's continue. So breakfast at Luminae feels like waking up inside maybe like a Vogue sketchbook, kind of like a dark mode, if you will. Sunlight flooding through the panoramic windows. Service so polished it borders on like telepathy. It's really nice. Start with a pomegranate blueberry smoothie, which is pretty solid. Then you can move to build your own omelet, or you can go rogue with like a caramelized banana pancake, something like that. Staff learns your name by day 1, and then by day 3, they greet you with your coffee order already ready in hand. Dinner elevates even further. Steak tartare, poached lobster. Even though I'm allergic, it's not for me. Just letting you know it is an option. Vanilla beurre blanc. Chocolate pill mousse dusted in like a gold leaf. It was really fantastic. The sommelier recommended I want to say an Australian Shiraz. I can't remember. I think that's what it was though. I ordered a second glass before dessert. It was delicious. Luminae, it really just isn't just a quiet alternative to the buffet. It's proof that included dining can flirt with Michelin star quality if you book the right cabin. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let me know in the comment section below. Have you enjoyed Luminae? What did you think about your celebrity retreat experience? That way people that are watching this video, they can see your response and your reactions as well. I'll try to heart those comments and pin them to the top if it's something really good, okay? Moving on to specialty dining, Eden Restaurant. It's like, I don't know, I would say dining as a theater, even though it's not technically theater dining. Let me explain. Past the twisting greenery and floor-to-ceiling glass lies Eden. It's celebrities' answer to what if an art gallery served dinner, is what I would describe it as. The cocktail program alone feels like a just magic realism. Alyssa's drink arrived inside a smoking treasure chest at one point. I'll try to find a visual for you, but I had one drink with a bunch of like herbal aromatics and it was spinning on a table. It was really, really cool. Plates double as canvases as well. Towering crab cake, branzino draped in a lemon foam, filet mignon painted with like a beef fruit puree. It's really legit. And the open kitchen means you get to watch every brush stroke, especially if you're into dining. It's really an artwork. A dinner here carries a cover charge, but if I'm keeping it real, like for once, this bill at a specialty restaurant feels fair. It's half Cirque du Soleil, half chef's table, but fully unforgettable. Reserve on night 2 or way in advance so you can brag about it to your friends on the rest of the cruise. I'm just letting you know, it's a cool experience. Let's jump into Le Voyage by Daniel Boulud. So if Eden is a sensory spectacle, Le Voyage, I would consider like quiet confidence. It's helmed by Michelin icon Daniel Boulud. The space seats maybe, 50 maybe? It's got like warm copper tones and low lighting that practically begs for an anniversary toast. Fellas, if you're taking your lady out on something special, this is the place to do it. We chose a 6-course tasting menu, scallop, carpaccio. I think it was like yuzu pearls or something like that. Truffle stuffed chicken and a Dijon sauce. Listen, I don't speak French. I was trying to read it the best I can, but it was all delicious. My favorite was definitely the venison. Now, the wine pairings do lean French. That makes sense. It's a French restaurant. And the pacing hits that sweet spot. Wherever you never wait too long, but still linger in between courses, have some really good conversation, drink your wine. The cover charge is pretty pricey. It is our most expensive specialty dining option on board. But shoreside, this would probably triple in price, and you get to eat from Daniel Boulud. It's pretty incredible. If your bucket list says dine Michelin at sea and you want really good food, Le Voyage, it ticks all the boxes for me without feeling too stuffy. However, again, I'm going to kick it back to the people who are watching this video. Did you enjoy Le Voyage if you've tried it before in the past? And if not, are you excited to try it for the very first time? Let me know. Now, I said earlier I do have a dog. Something that she enjoyed was Le Petit Chef. Let's dive in. So luxury and littles, I mean, it rarely mixes, yet celebrity threads the needle with Le Petit Chef. It's like an augmented reality dinner where animated mini chefs, little cartoons, right? They race across your plate. Super cute. Then the server delivers the exact dish for you. It's almost as if they just cooked it, but in like cartoon form. Noah squealed as a little digital tomato rolled into the salad and chocolate volcano erupted under her spoon. For her, it was just also visually stimulating. Either way, the result is grown-ups savor fine wine while kids stay entertained, and nobody really sacrifices their vacation. So I'm giving that my sealed certified stamp of approval. Again, whatever that means to you from this random stranger on the internet. Let's move on to section 11, Grand Plaza, bars, stuff like that. Even if you book the retreat for solitude, you'll want to dip into the ship's heartbeat. It's the Grand Plaza. 3 decks of open space, anchored by a giant LED chandelier. Kind of looks like a piano, if you ask me, but it pulses to live music each night. The martini bar crew just performs pour tricks, 6 shakers stacked into waterfall while the crowd just counts down. The captain will come down and pour drinks as well. We were lucky enough to have Captain Kate, which congratulations to her. She's taken her career to the Ritz-Carlton Yachts. So needless to say, we'll be trying to do that in the future. Surprise, honey. Don't tell her we're going to try to do that. I'm just going to like charge it. My point is that bar is pretty cool. There's also the Eden bar. It's like a botanical mixology. It continues down there. But it's got acoustic guitars instead of DJ beats. For choir nights, you can actually retreat to the Sunset Bar. It's aft, I believe. So sling chairs, string lights, and the best golden hour selfie spot on any Edge class ship. It's pretty solid. Then wander out to the rooftop garden for like stargazing. It's a perfect nightcap. It's really cool. Now let's briefly talk about the show. Celebrity positions itself as the grown-ups party, and nothing showcases it like Elements. It's a production blending aerialists, water effects, and LED costumes that morph from fire to ice in seconds. But other entertainment around the ship that's really cool. Sea days, Captain Kate kicked off a pool deck volleyball match by spiking their first serve. Their silent discos ignite at midnight. And of course, if you have the retreat, you have your own private disco club, which is super cool. The club covers everything from like Lizzo to Queen. Lizzo being something in the modern day. Queen, I would say it's more so old school. So let's get into some of these caveats before you roll out. I did promise you a couple of bonus tips. So before you book, you're going to want to stash these notes. The magic carpet, some people think they can have dinner and drinks going up and down the magic carpet. That's that orange giant thing on the side of the ship. No, you do have to exit that each time, and then it parks and it goes down, and then you can get back on, and then you have to get off, and then it goes back up, and then that's how it does. No one is on the magic carpet while it's actually moving. If you want specialty dining prime times, you're going to have to reserve on the app the moment your final payment clears. These restaurants are extremely popular. Like, we got super lucky because someone canceled, but I mean, I'm telling you, like, sold out the entire week. And if they are sold out the entire week, you're going to want to keep calling and checking in to see if they can bring you in. But listen, you're going to want to call ahead and schedule. This isn't a wait for a sale type of thing. So before you go, I want to drop you off with a tip. An extra bonus here. But the question is, does the retreat justify splurge? For us, 3 words: worth the bubbles, if you know what I'm saying. VIP boarding shaved hours off a travel day, stress, private lounges, and a Sundeck rewired our sense of crowd control. Dining rivaled bland-based Michelin meals, and Jordan, the butler, he's magical. Pretty solid. Yes, you will spend more up front, but once you calculate drinks, Wi-Fi, specialty breakfast, serenity, and relaxation per square foot, that 3.6 star rating from Cruise Critic just kind of melts away. So the next adventure, we're sailing on Celebrity's brand new Excel later this year. And honestly, I plan on filming the whole thing. I hear that they have something new called the Bazaar, which I can't wait to check out later. So if you want that first look, hit subscribe and check it out. If you want to stick around and check our behind the scenes retreat vlog, that's going to roll in right after this video. But as always, if you did the vibes, please subscribe. And if you care, please share. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.